Welcome to Frequently Asked Questions about the Roman Roads curriculum. I'm here with my wife Lydia, who's the head of customer support. And recently there was a question that came in about Old Western culture and co-op. So this was a common one.
Yes, this is one that I've answered many times. This is an administrator from a 1 day per week co-op. They meet that one day, and she wanted to know, can we use Old Western culture when we only meet once per week? Your schedule is a 5-day schedule. What does that look like?
Yeah. So I love this question because from the very beginning, the curriculum we've designed had what we call the flipped classroom or the classical recitation in mind. So our schedule lays out daily work for the average homeschool family that wants to do daily work. And of course it is very adaptable. But the way we have lectures and then questions and then readings, it makes it very easy to use in that classical recitation model. So if you are a 1 or 2 per day school or co-op, what that means is that the time you have in person can be dedicated to discussion, Socratic dialogue, reading aloud, which we highly recommend, working through the homework instead of lecture. So in a traditional model, you would meet and there would be a lecture, and then the kids go home and they read their reading and they do their homework by themselves, and then they get together for another lecture. This flips that, and the video courses, the Old Western culture videos, as well as our other video curriculum, becomes the primary lecture, and that means the time spent in class is far more effective and useful towards those things where the learning really happens. So what is traditionally homework becomes what you do in the classroom, and what happens traditionally in the classroom is what goes home.
Correct. And the guided class time is an opportunity for the teacher to guide the students where they're perhaps struggling, confused. Maybe they just want to explore and flesh out further the concepts that you're covering. It really emphasizes the face-to-face time that you have in a 1 or 2 day a week setting. But everyone's on the same page because they've watched the same video lectures.
Right.
So they've gotten the same content, which makes difficult readings accessible at the get-go. And they've also done their reading assignments to prepare ahead of time.
Right. I like to say, instead of kids coming to, hearing a lecture on the Shield of Achilles or reading it in the readings and then wondering what's going on, you could dedicate a whole period of class to discussing it because everyone's had that lecture. They have that part in common, and so that precious class time simply goes further, is more useful. So Old Western culture is not just usable with a homeschool co-op or a hybrid school, but it truly is designed for it. It's the best way to use it.